First of all, on behalf of the kids, we want to thank each and every one of you for coming today. It really means everything to us. And also, there's 4 of us, but there's really 5 of us, because Lucy's husband, Rick Kissinger, I'm not going to get emotional on this, but he has been like another son to my mom for decades. He's a lawyer by trade, but he's done all of that and so much more too. So thank you, Rick. And I know my mom says that as well. Well, they stole all my time, so I'm done. Sorry, I'll try to make it quick, but I have to honor someone that all this began with. In 1942, the great Captain Tom Mason peered across a crowded dance hall in Camp Crowder, Missouri, and in an instant, upon seeing one Ruth Lynn Ivy, his life was forever changed. As he later told me, he got a gleam in his eye that not only never dimmed, it only grew with time. And all of us here came from that first gleam. He went out on a blind date with my mom. He had seen her, but she hadn't seen him. He called her on the phone. She got on the phone, and she was like, "Well, what do you look like?" Dad said, "I look like hell." My mom was like, "Really?" And just recently I asked her, "So Mom, what was it about that made you want to go out with him?" She goes, "Well, I wanted to see what he looked like." And then she told me when he first walked up, his face lit up like the spirit of Coca-Cola. We don't understand that. That's for those that are older here. It's like a Santa Claus. His whole face lit up. Well, all of our faces have been lighting up ever since, haven't they? Every single one of us. This last week, everybody I talked, from our housekeeper to the guy that cuts the yard to people at the grocery store, they all tell me how they were so affected by Mom. She had this magic of getting to know you instantly and making you feel like you're invested in Ruthie. One quick example, the Old Faithful in Yellowstone. We were all standing outside this restaurant. She goes, "I gotta go to the restroom real quick." She wasn't in there 30 seconds, and she comes out and starts telling the life story of this woman. Yeah, her father, blah, 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 and his brother-in-law started plastics, you know. She just had that ability to connect with people. And even in the last number of years, the bulk of her social life has been the hospital and doctor visits. And people were genuinely, Dr. Lamb, God bless him, who put so many stents in her, I could see he treated my mom like it was his own mom. Dr. Calliser, the regular doctor, was just amazed every time she showed up. He was like, "How old are you again?" That's the way my mom was. I could regale you with so many funny stories, but they already have done that. So I just want to fast forward to recently when I've been my mom's caregiver. I guess to sum it up, I'd say, you know, Mom became my best friend. And I truly feel that I'm the most blessed because I got the most time with this life. That was Ruth Mason Frits. And every morning she came up, I'd be up in the kitchen, she'd come up with that wheeler, and she came up like she was a 17-year-old and she was new to life. She'd come in the room, "Hello, good morning." Then I'd sing her like Hello Dolly, you know, "Hello, Ruthie." And then she'd put her hands up in the air and shake. Nobody knows this, but recently I played In the Mood. She loves swing music, and I'm telling you, I've never seen Mom move. She let go of her stroller, and every part of her body flowed so beautifully. And I feel like that's a picture of how my mom lived her entire life. I guess I'm going to finish. There's so many funny things I could say, but we've taken a lot of time. Recently, just before my mom went into the hospital and rehab, she usually walks going down the driveway. And recently she went on the street right to the edge of the yard, and I thought, oh my gosh, where in the world is my mom going? And when she came back, she stopped right at the far end for like a minute. And I was like, what is she doing? When she came back, I said, "Mom, you look like you were about to just keep going." And she smiled and she goes, "You know, I felt like I could." And a lot of people may feel that my mom has finally stopped. But she's just kept going. That's the way my mom has always been. And I want to say that my greatest honor of my life has been to be with my mom and speak at my dad's funeral, and it talked about this great lady. She lived life to the fullest. And so thank you, Mom, for leaving life full and for leaving all of us full. We love you.